and you thought you had the latest and greatest video card, but Sapphire has the 5700 XT 8GB OC card. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the little bell notification icon. That way you know when I come out with videos just like this. In this video, we're going to be doing an unboxing and a brief overview of the Sapphire Radeon Nitro Plus RX 5700 XT 8GB GDDR6 OC card. I'm super excited to get this one, as you may have already seen. If not, you can find in the video up above. I've already done a review of the RX 5700. This is the RX 5700 XT, so bigger and better. But how much better? We'll find out soon enough. But before we get to that part, we got to do the unboxing. So as we're doing the unboxing, I'm going to talk you through it, all the features, specifications, and everything else. So let's get started. All right, so we can see over here the Sapphire Nitro Plus Radeon RX 5700 XT 8GB GDDR6 OC. Sapphire Nitro Plus OC HDMI 8GB GDDR6. Now it has PCIe 4.0, but don't worry, it'll still work on 3.0 and 2.0 as well. You can see over here AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT 7nm. So this is based off of AMD's second gen 7nm process, their RDNA architecture. Supports Fidelity FX, FreeSync 2 HDR. Along the side, nothing much over here. Then along the other side, nothing much except the UPC serial number and all that good stuff. See along the back, the product specification, minimum system requirements. You can see PCIe compliant motherboard with one PCIe by 16 slot. Notice they don't mention 4 or 3 or 2 or anything along those lines. A minimum of 600 watts or greater system power supply. It will not take up that much power, but they're saying 600 watts because when you overclock and you do all that good stuff, you are going to be pulling some more power. Okay, so then a minimum of 8 gigs of system RAM, 16 gigs recommended, 64-bit operating system required, supports Windows 7, Windows 10, and Linux as well, DX12 and Vulkan support, and all that good stuff. So let's get to the part you guys have been waiting for. Just open this up. All right, and well, we can see their big wall of foam. It's a little, almost an inch thick. See here, their manufacturer and representative in Germany card. Comes in all of these boxes for some reason. The back of the card, blank. You can see over here, the Sapphire graphics card quick installation guide. While it has good information, don't worry about it. I am going to be having a video that has all of the information that is in here, so that you guys a little bit easier to understand. Okay, nothing along the back. All right, and let's pull the card out real quick. We're seeing right over here, there's nothing else in here. There's an extra foam card in case you want to stick this in your wallet. All right, nothing else in here. I'm gonna put this aside. We have the card itself. All right. So first off, we can see 3 huge fans. This is what they call their Tri-X cooling technology. Obviously Tri, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, and along the top, we see the Sapphire logo. We can see that heatsink right over here, right along over here as well. 2 8-pins. And then the Sapphire logo is an RGB logo, so you can change the colors and everything on that. This features 1540 megahertz base clock, a boost clock up to 2010 megahertz with a game clock of 1905 megahertz, so that's nice. It again comes with 8 gigs of 256-bit GDDR6 RAM, 14 gigabytes per second effective memory clock speeds with 2560 streaming processors. You can see right over here, there is dual BIOS support, so you can just click on one BIOS and then click on another BIOS right over there. That way, in case you've gone too far in your overclocking, you can just switch back to this BIOS, get back in the OS, and flash the other BIOS back to a regular BIOS. Each of these fans is a quick connect fan. As I've shown you in another video, you can just literally take the fan off. Sapphire will send you another fan, just pop it in place. That way you don't have to Sapphire the entire card. Rather, you can keep using it. When you get the other fan, pop it in, then you're good to go. We can see along over here, there are 1, 2 HDMIs over here. I believe there's a third. Okay, so 2 HDMIs and 2 display ports. The display ports are 1.4 HBR3 and they support DSC lossless encoding with a resolution of up to 5120 by 2880 at 60 Hertz. The HDMI support 4096 by 2160. Then along the bottom, we can see the heatsink right over here and right over here as well. Along the back, we can see the end of the heatsink and the pipes ending right over here. And then again, the heatsinks right over here. And then the 2 8-pin PCIEs along the top of the card. Oops, and let's flip it around. And I shouldn't touch these pins. I touched it by mistake. But anyway, we can see right over here, the back of the card, the metal card. I believe this also lights up as well, but I will show you in another video. The back of the card does look sexy. We can see right back here, they have an external port for an ARGB port, so you can plug in an ARGB fan. So that's pretty cool. And you will be able to control it through the Trix software, which now that I have this card, Trix is finally officially released for this card. So there will be much better support. And then one other thing to notice is this states, or they state that it requires 2.5 PCIe slots. So the regular 2 right over here, but then you have this piece of plastic sticking out right over here for the shroud, okay? And that sticks out a little bit more, so it takes up more space. So definitely make sure you have 3 available PCIe slots. You'll really only need 1 to plug the card into, but then of course for the PCIe, the slots on the back of your system. But again, I'm gonna show you guys how to install this and everything so you can see how it works. Okay, so the card is 306 millimeters by 135 millimeters and 49 millimeters. But that's about it for now. Again, this is Iggy doing an unboxing and an overview of the Sapphire Nitro Radeon RX 5700 XT 8GB GDDR6 OC. Iggy out. See you guys. Hello my friends, this is your friend Iggy back at that.